Breaking news this morning, NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden has left the airport in Moscow, where he's been holed up for several weeks and has received asylum for a year in Russia. Good morning, I'm Michael Casey. Let's go right to Wall Street Journal reporter Paul Sonne from our Moscow bureau, who is standing by with the details. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
So, fill us in. What has happened?
So Anatoly Kucherena, who is Edward Snowden's lawyer here in Moscow, just told us that his client has received temporary asylum in Russia, which is good for a period of 1 year and allows him to remain on the territory of the Russian Federation. He has left the airport, where he has been held up for over a month. He arrived here in Moscow from Hong Kong. And now he has departed to an undisclosed location. He's refusing to say where he went for security reasons, and said that he won't be speaking to the media at this point, and instead will be focusing on questions of his own security.
Right, so we haven't had any pictures of him. We have no idea what state he's in at this stage. What does this mean? Can any take at this stage? One year, presumably has to renew that after that, right?
Yeah, so it's what's called temporary asylum, which is a classification in Russia that is sort of different from political asylum. That would have to be granted by the president. This kind of asylum is granted by the migration authorities, and it is given out for a period of 1 year, and it's renewable after that period. And the reason why it's been applied for this is because it doesn't require approval, and it also is generally quicker. So that's why he should apply for so-called temporary asylum. And in terms of the implications of this, obviously, his presence here in Russia has already weighed on U.S.-Russia relations. President Obama was scheduled to visit in early September ahead of the G20 in St. Petersburg, and now that trip is up in the air, in part because of Snowden being here.
Could this at all be seen as a compromise in some respect? Of course, he has gotten asylum, but not permanent asylum. Is that seen perhaps as a way to ameliorate relations with the U.S. in any way?
No, I don't think so. I think this is just more of a bureaucratic, technical thing that it would be easier for them to have a sort of asylum that is granted not by the Kremlin, but rather by local authorities, and that would be faster and more expedient. I don't think that was probably a way to ameliorate what is already obviously going to be a problem on this relation. It's going to weigh on already sort of problematic relations between the White House and the Kremlin.